This is just so high elo. You don't see in bronze, you don't see in gold, you don't see in silver, you don't see in diamond, you don't see in master tier, in grandmaster sometimes you see, but no, this is challenger Korea. This is challenger Korea, and this is how Keria plays and adapts to playing with challengers. This is how he does. What's going on, guys? Besides here, and into this video we will analyze and reveal the best support in the world, secrets of playing support like a god. If this is the first time on my channel, welcome. My name is Bizarre and I'm a League of Legends coach. I will post videos on this channel that will make you better in League of Legends 10 times faster. So if you don't want to miss out any opportunity to get better in your gameplay and not miss out any bit of content, just make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Enjoy the video. Playing with Jinx, and Jinx has little tempo against Sivir Rakan. This is a pretty easy matchup. We can notice that Rakan went for Aftershock. The reason why she went for Aftershock is because he wants to be tanky against the Nautilus matchup. Sivir gets first in the lane phase, which is a huge advantage right now because they can get prio, and we jungle probably start at top. Now Keria is just going to ward because he's scared of the level 2 gank that might happen here. Jinx Nautilus is a very good lane into the Sivir Rakan, just because if the Nautilus goes in and hits his hook, he's most likely going to win in the majority of the cases. The reason why now the enemy won is because, first of all, they had prio. Second of all, Rakan was the first guy that went in, and the Nautilus had to react to the call and not go in. If Nautilus goes in first and then Rakan goes on the Jinx, Nautilus will do a lot more damage to the Sivir than Rakan will do to the Jinx. And the third reason why they lost there is because of the amount of minis that the enemy had. Oh, now Keria is like pissed off. He's just like pissed off, like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And now he's just staying in the brush. He's getting ready to go in. He's most likely not going to go on Rakan because the guy has Aftershock. It is interesting that Rakan went for the Q at level 2 and he actually didn't go for his E. Usually you want to go in, go out really fast as Rakan, but in this specific matchup when you actually opted for Aftershock, you want to go all in and play from there. So this is the reason why he warded level 1. It's because it's a Pantheon, and Pantheon, he's a very early ganker, so he can just do red into the bot lane against Pantheon, Zinzao, Jarvan. You can do this, you can do this. Usually they won't gank you at level 2, but just to be sure, this is challenger. Now they actually leave the tower. We can leave the tower right here because they know that they can get dove with Aftershock of the Rakan. So this is pretty bad. He's most likely going to need to flash. This is very annoying because the Jinx is going to play weak side. She's going to lose all of the farm. And yeah, Kindred is farming, but I mean, Kindred is just farming. Renekton is not going to be diveable. Keria is already tilted. We can also see that he's just looking at top lane. Just he waits the Kindred to do something on top. But Kindred can't do anything on top because the wave is frozen into the Renekton side. So this trade, we can see that Keria is like really annoyed right here, like really annoyed. Like he's like, what the fuck is my Kindred doing, man? Like we're just getting pranked here, and my Kindred doesn't do a cross map play, meaning that my Kindred doesn't really go top lane and gets a kill. Well, he can't get a kill on top lane, so it's not like Kindred is bad. It's more about the fact that he can't really play for top lane right there. So it was just an unfortunate sequence of events really. Now this Jinx is super behind. Keria played it good because he didn't die. If he would die, he would have been worse. So instead of like complaining, of course, he just didn't die. He played safe and he just let Kindred carry. So now obviously he will pray that Kindred is going to carry, so this is bad. Usually in lower elos, people don't actually abuse you that hard. Like if you play in plat or even lower diamond, or even in like bronze and silver, we don't talk about, of course. Like in bronze, silver, people don't dive you like that, people don't pressure you like that. But in this elo, in challenger, we can see that Keria instantly gets popped. He tries to ignite, tries to go in. Kindred goes for the lane gank right here. He knows that the Panther is going to come very soon there. He's going to give the donation to the Sivir as a kill, and the Keria is going to die. So now he died. This is the first time he died, guys. Look at this, what he did. Look at this, guys. So he died. He knows that he's not going to have the agency in lane, meaning that he's not going to look to go in, kill them, play super aggressive. He can, but he just opted for a Ruby Crystal. If you're ahead, if you wanna win, if you have 2 kills, you got a double, your AD carry is super far ahead, go boots, take plated, take whatever the fuck you want to take boots first. Whether you want to take tier 1 boots or tier 2 boots, take boots. You're ahead, take boots. No, he's not ahead. He took Ruby Crystal. Why? It's because he is slowly getting behind. He wants to survive. He has a Jinx. They are already behind in experience. Well, they are behind in gold. They are behind in experience. He wants to cut the loses. He wants to just play super safe, make sure Jinx scales, and play from there. He knows that the boots won't make the difference. If he gets ganked, he's most likely going to die anyways. But the Ruby Crystal, the 150 HP will make a difference. Hook on the Rakan, he just pings it to back off. Gale is going to get caught. He will probably need to flash out right here. If he doesn't flash out, he's probably going to die. Keria is going to try to stay around. He does have extra fish in 3 seconds, but he can't really do anything. I'm wondering if he's going to freeze here, the Keria, because they will try to push probably here. And Gale is going to lose the farm. So let's see what Keria is going to do right now. So he's thinking, hey, should I freeze mid? Should I freeze mid? Should I freeze mid? Then he's deciding, no, I shouldn't really freeze mid because the wave is... let's see how is the wave on the bot lane right here. Okay, so the wave is slow pushing into the Jinx. So he actually preferred to stay with the Jinx and protect her rather than playing with Galio. This is something very important, guys. Very important to do. Check this out. He could have stayed here and freeze. He could have X-Dash Flash right here, stay here, use his W, freeze, pull the wave, blah, 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 blah. And then he can just wait the Galio to come or just give the farm to the Kindred. But guess what? If he would do that, he would make a big commitment to playing with another carry rather than Jinx. And Jinx, Vayne, Twitch, Kog'Maw, they are hyper carries. They are going to fucking carry your game if you give them resources, if you stay with them. If you put your resources into them, if you stay around them, if you give them time, if you protect them, if you build them. So, rule of thumb here, if you have an AD carry that is a hyper carry and you have a tank mid lane like Galio or someone that can't really carry, a Gragas, a Sion, a Galio, don't stay around mid lane, it's not worth to freeze, go bot lane, stay with your carry. But if it was a Zed, with a champion that needs help, a freeze is going to help him. If Nautilus stays here and just freezes for him, it's going to help him, then it's another story. So for example, if this guy is playing Zed on mid lane, let's say the Galio is not Galio and is Zed, and our AD carry is an Ezreal or a Syndra or a Veigar, someone that it doesn't matter if you play on bot lane with Ezreal and you stay with him, he's probably not going to die anyways. Or if you had a Severe, you can just freeze here and give the Zed the farm. So rule of thumb, don't put your resource, don't roam and don't try to stay with your lane that can't carry. Avoid staying with the guy that can't carry. Focus your time with the hyper carry. Vayne, Twitch, Kog'Maw, Jinx, things like that. You have Vladimir on mid lane, probably not worth to freeze on mid lane. You have someone that scales and plays slow. Maybe if you have a Talon, a Fizz, maybe you have a Fed Syndra. And of course, if you commit to the freeze on mid lane, remember that you're also giving up a little bit of your presence with your AD carry, and he might need you. So the two things that you want to consider when you're roaming is, one, how important is my AD carry if I'm committing for a roam? Will he die? And if he dies, like, what is the chance of him dying? And if he's going to, like, if the chances are high, is he a champion like Ezreal or is he a champion like Veigar? Is the champion like Syndra? Will anyways do something in the game? And two, make sure the champion that you're roaming for is a carry. Don't roam for a Sion, not for a Galio. I mean, of course, if you can get a free kill, if it's free and your AD carry is base, you don't lose anything, of course, it's okay to roam. So I'm not saying never roam for a Galio. But if your AD carry is in the tower, or if your AD carry is in like a semi-danger on bot lane, meaning that he might die, or your mid lane might die on mid lane, you usually want to stay with your AD carry. Now, Keria actually suicided for this. I think he's just going to buy the boots. I think he's going to go for Kindle Gem, Pink Cord Potion, and then he's probably just going to bat on mid lane and look to perhaps bat to top lane. So he's just going to get those items. Is he going to get a Kindle Gem? Maybe not. Okay, he actually saves. This is very, very interesting. He saves for the plated boots. Plated boots are so OP for the Nautilus, usually because you're the tank. If you play Thresh, you should probably not buy it. If you play Pike, you should probably not buy it, of course. But on Nautilus, even on Alistar, it's bad, I would say. On Nautilus and Alistar, you don't do it. Notice what he did here, guys. So now he's roaming on top. The reason why he's roaming on top, the main reason why he's roaming on top lane is because he has time. Jinx just respawned from the base right now, so if he goes top lane, records and go bot lane, he has a good chance to get something done there. We can also see that there is a reliable chance that the Renekton is going to die because he's very, very low. Wave is coming into the Jinx anyway, so this guy will have a lot of time right here to roam on top lane. Another thing that Keria did right here as he was roaming, so the first thing that made Keria roam top lane is one, the Renekton was low, and this is a high reliability play, meaning it's a high chance that he's going to get a kill. And then some of you guys will say, wait, but what about Jinx? Because Jinx is right here, and if he goes top, maybe, yeah, Andrew, but maybe Jinx is going to die as he's going on top lane. Yes, you're right. But guess what? Keria is smarter than us. So he actually look at Sivir, and look what he does, man. This is crazy good. He looks at Sivir, he sees that the guy is low HP, and he's thinking, hey, I'm going top. How the fuck is my AD carry going to die if Sivir is going to be this HP? It can be a bronze Jinx. It doesn't matter. He can't die. He can't die as Jinx. Why? It's because Sivir is low HP. So why did he roam? He roamed because the one, Renekton was really low, so it's so safe to go top. And two, and maybe most importantly, because it's a Jinx, most importantly, the guy on Jinx is safe due to the fact that the Sivir is low. And the third reason, the third challenger reason here is because he roamed top because the wave is pushing into the Gragas, and the wave is right here. So the wave is going to be stacked right now. You can actually sneak a good roam there, a very good roam. Let's see what's going to happen here. I don't think it's going to work. I think the Renekton will know. This is challenger, guys. Remember, maybe enemy jungle could also be around. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't think he's going to... Yes, I don't think he's going to make this commitment. Keria just stays around. He's patient. So do you guys see this? Like, he's very patient. He doesn't just go... When I used to be like Diamond 1, Diamond 2, decent at the game, I used to like look for those roams, and I was kind of smart about the game, but I just didn't know when to stop. I just went in. No, Keria, that's why he's 10 times better. Keria knows when to stop, and even though he actually died, almost died right here, Q's the tower, almost died, is the guy right here. Super crazy. Super crazy. So he actually stopped there. He tried to commit for a roam till a point where it wasn't reliable anymore. We can also notice that Rakan was so smart that he actually prevented as well. Like, he knew that the Renekton is low, Gragas is low, so I might as well just path towards top lane because the Renekton is right here. The wave is stuck into the tower. So this is just like, this is just so high elo. You don't see in bronze, you don't see in gold, you don't see in silver, you don't see in diamond, you don't see in master tier. In grandmaster sometimes you see, but no, this is challenger Keria. This is challenger Keria, and this is how Keria plays and adapts to playing with challengers. This is how he does. Okay, goes from behind. Interesting that Sivir just walks up. Rakan is probably close proximity. I think the guy could also be here with the Pantheon. Maybe he's also confident. Auto is the Sivir is not going to use the spell sheet because she doesn't have it. And now she just used the R. Keria got the R of the guy. Probably going to walk up super massively here. We don't know where is the Pantheon. So let's see what he's going to end up doing. Notice that he actually bought cooldown reaction boots. Another thing that Keria did here is that he actually wanted to stay in Fog of War. So you guys can see that he actually backed off just because the tower vision is like this. The reason why he did this and he pressed S is because the tower is only seeing like this. So Sivir, if I'm Sivir, I'm just going to back off right here in Fog of War because I know that if Nautilus walks up, I'm fucking dead. So if I don't see Nautilus now and he just like he's in Fog of War, I will assume that he just left. So I will go for the wave, and then Nautilus is going to be able to go on to the Sivir. So this is what Keria does here. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this? So he baits Sivir to walk up, and now boop, he walks up as well. So he did a mind game. Again, challenger Keria mind game. He backed off. He wanted to invite Sivir to walk up for the minion, and then he just walked up. He queued the minions. This is intentional queuing on the minions. It was very obvious that someone is around. So I don't think he actually wanted to go for the queue onto the Sivir right there. And then right now, again, he just queues the minion. He didn't really want to queue the minion. He didn't really want to go in. I think he just wanted to queue the minion. He's going to go for the recall. Very simple. Very interesting that he gets stopped. Rakan walks up, he ends up getting stopped. Going to just drop the pink ward in case the enemy jungle is going to invade or enemy support is going to invade. He actually is going to stay right here. He is probably going to just press B here in case Kindred is going to get dove. He is there with the hook. This is the reason why he stays, and we can see that he stays close proximity with the Kindred. So he doesn't stay too close. He doesn't stay too far. He just goes for a recall. Just paths towards the mid lane here. Goes for a ward on the mid lane. So now he decides to actually leave on bot lane because the Herald is up, and he knows that he wants to play with the Kindred right here more than with the the Jinx. He also knows that Rakan is most likely going to play with the Sylas, going to play with the Pantheon, going to play with the Rakan. Like, why would you play with Sivir? It's just Sivir. She doesn't have too much damage when you have full carries on mid lane jungle and there is a Herald available. So this is why Rakan is not really playing with the Sivir right now. Sivir can very easy 1v1 the Jinx these items because she has the boots advantage. So this is why Rakan roamed, and the reason why Nautilus is here is because of the fact that Rakan roamed, because of the fact that Rakan is here. So he wants to be here disengaging, reacting, being reactive, being just reacting to the plays. And we can see that right now, this is what Keria is trying to do. Problem is that he can't do it because he's behind. So this is basically why games in high elo are so hard, is because even if you have especially if you're behind, because even if you have very good macro, you know what you're doing, don't worry, the Rakan is also challenger, bro. Like, you're not playing against you're also playing against very good people, right? So this is why it's so much harder to actually win in this elo after you're behind. So this is basically why it's so hard for Keria, because yes, he's trying to roam, he's trying to do something, make something happen on the map, he's trying to actually create that number advantage, but it doesn't matter because Rakan is there, just patting from his base to mid lane, and he doesn't have a chance. Okay, goes to top lane. Right now he only has a play. He sees that Gragas is on the top lane, he sees that he's pushing, so now he only has a play. He could also go mid lane, but he sees Pantheon there. He's right at the right time, at the right place. He's trying to Hex Dash Flash and Q. Beautiful Hex Dash Flash. The Q misses, but he still gets a kill. Nautilus is at the right place at the right time. This is another thing that you guys should do if you're playing support. Rakan is here, man. Like, this guy is so fucking good, man. Like, he's so fun. Like, he knows where the actions are going to be. So this is what I think supports that are D2 plus, they do so much. They know how to roam, and especially after Master, I think after Master, Grandmaster, after that elo, the support knows how to play the game. The problem with lower elo support is that, well, one of the problems is that they don't know when to roam. It's either they ignore too much their AD carry, or they don't roam at all. They don't know where the action is going to be. They don't know what is going to happen with their teammates. Should I play top? Should I play bot? Should I roam? Should I just stay with my fucking AD carry? What do I need to do? And this is also a problem with them not playing enough support, really. But many of them have experience in support. The problem is that they don't have experience on other roles. They think that support, you can just be a good support if you play support, which is super wrong. Super wrong. How are you going to be a bot laner if you don't know how to play AD carry? How are you going to roam on mid lane or be able to decide if going mid lane is good if you have no idea how much damage your mid lane can do in comparison with how much damage the enemy mid lane can do? It's so hard for you to play support, or even I would go even deeper than that. It's so hard to play jungle if you don't know what your laners can and can't do. It's so hard to play support if you have absolutely no idea how to play AD carry. If you're boosted on AD carry and you're going 0-15 when you go AD carry, but you remain support, it's probably you're not good on bot lane. I'm not saying that because there are so many people that they're like, oh, but Andrew, I'm just not good mechanically, man. Don't you understand me? True, but it's not about mechanics, man. If you can't play Ashe or MF, or just a Gene, you know, a Gene is not a Vayne, a Gene is not a Kalista, it's just an easy champion. Like, if you can't play those, then you've got a problem, because it's not about playing Kalista or playing a hard champion or just improving and performing mechanically. It's more about just about, do I know when to push? Do I know when to roam? Do I know when to group? Do I know how the matchup goes? Do I know how to trade? These are the most important things. So, rule of thumb, if you want to improve on support, if you really want this, then you gotta play some you gotta play some AD carry. Yes, you can play normals. You don't need to int your ranked game. Yes, you can even play like blind. You can even like draft is better. 100% draft is better. But normals is like anything is better than nothing. Like anything is literally anything is better than nothing. Right now what Keria tries to do, he's trying to like just force an opening. We can see how well, wow guys, look at this, check this out guys, holy fucking shit man, look at this. So he is actually looking to super very early so he can see if he has words. We can see that he's clicking on the left just because he knows that the Renekton vision is exactly like this. Look at this guys, he's just so fucking good man, like he knows so much of the game. Look at this. So he stays in fog of war. He sees the clicks of the Renekton. Let's check this out. So he's staying right here. He's just playing around fog of war. This is the fog of war, right? And he sees the clicks of the Renekton. He sees that he's moving in. And once he moved in, boop, hook after he moves in. Holy. He's looking at the clicks. He's looking at the clicks of his opponent. This is normal if you're Diamond 1, Master, Grandmaster. But for someone that is like lower elo, is like, what the fuck? This guy is like Elon Musk for like League of Legends or what? Like he's just absolutely inventing League of Legends. No, this is just normal League of Legends. This is just normal League of Legends. It's like nothing crazy, really. Like nothing crazy. And you might actually have problems with playing support. You just want to get better. You want to improve. You have problems with roaming. Problems with improving. You're like, oh, but my team is so shit. You want to get better on support. Do you want to get better on support? Do you want to climb? Do you want to see how you can actually carry with this role? You think, oh, but support is not a good role. I really need to know. How I can carry, man. I don't have influence on the games. I feel like no matter what I do, I'm just can't win. Well, if you feel like that, remember that I'm also doing League of Legends coaching. I coached hundreds of players only on support, and I've got them from very little low elo iron. I coach iron players. I coach challenger players. So I exactly know what you need to get more on the ladder. Or maybe you just want to see your mistakes. Maybe you just want to see, hey, coach, teach me how to roam. Coach, I don't know how to carry the game. Teach me Taric. Teach me Nautilus. I know, I want to play Janna. I want to play Lulu. I can do that for you. It's going to happen 10 times faster than you can do. Not wasting time. Maybe you don't want to play 100 of games on AD carry support and mid lane to be a better support. Just want to, it's like, okay, I'm going to have this guy, this professional coach, help me. I'll do coaching with him, and boop, this is how I save time. I'm going to enjoy the game more. I'm going to improve. I'm going to gain more experience just with less time invested. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have a lot of fun. So what are you waiting for? Do you really want to get better and really enjoy the game more? Go ahead and book your own coaching session right now with me and start improving instantly.